Hey, Coach. I was just curious if you had an update on Max after he exited in the first half.
I do know X-rays are negative, but that's what I do know.
So not sure on his status, I would assume, then going forward.
Yeah, I don't know.
It was a tough second half for the offense. Just, I think, 106 total yards, the lone touchdown, just dribbling. What did you see kind of happen? It seemed like they were able to move the ball in the first half. They just weren't able to finish, and then just really struggled to kind of get into a rhythm in the second.
I don't think they brought a little bit more pressure in the second half in strategic situations, but not any excuse for us not being able to move the ball. We need to take a hard look at ourselves, offensive coaches. 13 points is not 6 points and a half, and 13 points total is not good enough. And that's not why we're here.
One bright spot would say maybe the outside receivers, Deshaun Stribling and Donovan Ollie, both had, I believe, career highs. Can you just talk about them and how they maybe gave just a little bit of juice to the offense?
Both made some pretty good contested catches. Donovan especially, I think, is very invested emotionally. You can kind of see him out there. He's inspirational. I'm glad we got him involved, but we need to get more explosiveness out of this offense, because right now we're just 4-yard throws, 4-yard runs. It's not how we're built to go. So we got to really get back and take a good look at ourselves.
And then if Max is out beyond just a couple of days, you have Dion and Nakia in the back. Would they kind of be your go-to guys? And how do they kind of maybe differ in the way that you would approach the run game without Max?
Well, those would be the two guys. I don't think it changes a whole lot. Very good in pass pro. Both ready to play. It's good to have two guys ready to go.
Thanks, Coach.
You're welcome.
All right, Coach. Next question is going to be Tom Abbott from the Daily Evergreen. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah. Hi, Coach. I just wanted to ask you about Ron Stone Jr.'s performance today. He had 4 spots.
I lost you there, Tom.
Go ahead and try it again, Tom.
Sorry about that, Coach. Can you hear me now?
Yes, go ahead, Tom.
That is a hell of a performance by the defense. The ball's coming out. They never quit when we get down in the goal line. Trey ripping the ball out. RJ is a big part of not only our defense, our team, because of who he is as a person. And I don't see what all he did, but there's no surprise that he has success with the way he works day in and day out. Just a wonderful member of this team, a wonderful person in this world.
Thank you, Coach. And then one more thing. What's the message to Garantano after throwing 3 interceptions today? What's that message going back into the locker room?
Well, I think we got to look at him. I think the whole offense, we need to look at it, coaches included. I think there was some opportunities, but stood in there, made a few throws. We've got to take a look at it and see if we can get better, because we need to get better.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Welcome, Tom.
Coach, next question is going to be Colton Clark, spokesman review. Go ahead, Colton.
Hey, Coach, can you just talk about what happened on that pick 6 at the end of the game? Was that a miscommunication?
Cover 0 miscommunication. I mean, probably should have got backside. It was got stuck on the front side, threw it. Ball probably should have gone on the backside to some of the breaks back there.
And with the offensive line, the sacks, was it sometimes Jarrett holding it too long, or them, or the O-line missing some pressure stuff, or was it a little of both?
That's a little bit harder for me to talk about until we see this film. They're a good defense. Scotty's a good coach. Witt does a great job. I'd have to look at the film a little bit more to see. Definitely not a good number. That's for sure.
we talked about finishing a little bit. Does it feel like just right now the team's a little bit snake bit late in games in those situations in the fourth quarter particularly?
That's what it feels like, coming out of half, getting a turnover, getting a touchdown. Thought we had taken a step, going to finish the game, just weren't able to do it.
And the defense overall, though, did you feel that they maybe played their best of the year? I mean, it kind of gave you guys a chance there.
You could argue that they played great, I thought. I'm sure there's a couple things, explosive run, and a couple things that happened, but they played good enough for us to win that game, in my opinion.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Coach, next question is going to be back to Jamie Vinnick from Kook Fan. Go ahead, Jamie.
Coach, I just meant to ask earlier, how close was Jaden to being available today?
In what terms? I mean,
just in terms, was he close to being able to start or not really?
It got close towards the end of the week, but the final deal with the doctors was not able to go this week.
And then what ultimately, was it something in practice that you went with Jarrett over Cameron?
We didn't tell them until right up before the game, and they competed. I thought Cameron had a good week of practice. Jarrett had a good week of practice. They were close. That was just the decision we made.
Thanks, Coach.
Coach, last question is going to be from Brenna Green, Spokane TV. Go ahead, Brenna.
Hi, Coach. You guys have only scored 10 points in the fourth quarter this year in particular. Just what do you think is going on with scoring in the fourth in particular?
I think people are probably getting a beat on us, and we're not able to counter. That's about all I can say in generalities.
And just, your offensive line was one of the groups that a lot of people kind of thought had an upward trajectory this year. However, the first game wasn't great. 8 sacks today. Just what do you think is going on with that position group as well?
They're working their butts off. I don't. Again, we have to see about the sacks. If QB hung on to it, one guy got beat, or where the running backs fit in the pass pro. But I know they aren't happy with that number, and I expect the leadership to really, especially at that group, will continue their path and get better and be better when we get out next week.
Have you ever seen your offense just look like this before out on the field?
Not very often. We're pretty anemic.
Thank you.
Everyone, I'm not sure how it is as far as out there, but I know the Pullman community is hurting with the incident last night. One of our teammates was involved in that, Brandon Gray, and our thoughts and prayers are with him. I have so much respect for this team, for how they played. I know we didn't win. I know we weren't great, but for them to go out and play as hard as they did with the news they got this morning about their teammate, I think is a tribute to their character. And all we can do right now is pray for faith. And we're hearing he's in stable condition in the hospital. So please keep him in your thoughts and prayers also. And I appreciate your time.